Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we have an IP68 rated scale. It is your Super SS, so stainless steel scale, and this is for your wet environments. It's a generic scale. Lots of brands have their name on it, but it's generally a generic scale. Here we're removing the cover for the calibration switch to either lock or unlock the scale. Once it's unlocked, we'll switch over the scale, lock everything up, but you'll notice I don't have rubber feet. That's a problem, which I'll pull the scale and lock it into the to the table so it doesn't slide. Don't do that. You won't have an accurate calibration. But for the purpose of this video, that's how I'm doing it. I do not recommend it. You want to put the scale on the floor and have two hands. I only have one. Again, we're going to do a single point and triple point calibration. The single point, and I know the segments in the scale display are broken, but that's just part of it. You'll find that all over the place. And the scale has two LED panels, front and back. We won't worry about the back because we're obviously looking at the front. Now again, I wanted to show the difference between a single point calibration to a linear calibration, and that's multiple points. Because the scale still has life. If you do a linear calibration, it'll be accurate. If you do a single point, it will not be accurate. And you can change the weights to calibrate on the scale. Say if you don't have the 6 kgs or a 15 kgs or whatever the scale needs. You can also do substitution weights, but that's neither here nor there. It's for a different video altogether. But as you can see here, I am having issues with the scale. And when I do a single point calibration, it does not come back as weighing accurate. So now the scale's done, we throw the weight on it, and that's not 1 kg, that's less. That's not good. So now we're going to do a single point calibration again. I'm going to put 6 kgs on the scale and see if that makes a difference. Surprise, surprise, it does not in the end. And that's just because the load cell is worn. It could be dropped, it could be heated. That does happen to scales too, because they'll lose their the bridge in this load cell, but I'm digressing. Anyways, single point doesn't work for the scale. So we're next going to do a linear calibration. So now we flip it up to in a calibration mode, and you'll see a 3P, as in 3 points. This actually allows the scale to weigh accurately. So we do the single point. It's a 6 kg capacity scale, 2 kgs each time, so 2 kgs, then 4 kgs, and then the ending of 6 kgs, at which point the scale will be accurate. And that's how you can get more life out of your scale without having to replace it, because everything is so daggone expensive these days. And once you're all done, you test the scale by putting the weights back onto it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. But again, this is a generic scale. Anybody can calibrate it. You just have to unlock the scale so that you have access to the calibration menu. And these are really good scales. They take a beating and they keep on ticking.